Yo, what's good, yo? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, so we got another pop the balloon. So we going check it on out. Check it on out. Wow, wow.
Come in. Okay, what's your name?
Not the audacity is crazy.
Audacity is
What's your
real.
name?
Alicia.
Alicia, how old are you?
I just turned 29 last week.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And what do you do?
I'm in sports marketing.
Okay. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Okay, so I love powerlifting. That's like my go-to. I train Muay Thai.
You train what?
I train Muay Thai.
Wait, what's wrong with
I don't know. I really
powerlifting?
like to draw. I'm not good at it. I like hiking and being in nature. I don't know, just like vibing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you look for in a man?
I don't know. Definitely, I'm more of a personality girly.
Okay.
So like, you have to be funny and like enjoyable to be around, and not like too serious,
Mhm.
but like also have your life together. So like, not too unserious. But yeah, I'm a personality girly, so I can't really like. It's not that tangible.
Okay. Okay. And what are some deal breakers?
Needs therapy or not currently in therapy. I really value
Wait,
someone who
what?
can look in.
Are you saying needs therapy and is not in therapy? Or is she saying someone who needs therapy? We all need therapy, at least at some point. Just was everything that we deal with on a daily basis, from friends, family, job, career, like just the daily stress of everything. At some point, depending on what you go through, everyone is going to need some form of therapy. So I think
Intrinsically and
in a different
understand
way. I don't
themselves. If you can't communicate, I don't do. If you immediately get upset and block me or disappear, gotta go.
You know what's funny? And now this is probably just me. This is probably just me that has only happened to. But in my experience, it's always been the people that say, "Oh, a deal breaker for me is someone with bad communication," and those are usually the people with the worst communication. Now, like I said, so maybe just me, but those are usually the people with the worst communication or the worst whatever they say is a deal breaker. A deal breaker for me is bad hygiene, and usually you can smell them from a mile away. I'm just saying. This is just me. Maybe this is just me. Hey, I'm just a guy with a mic. I'm just a guy with a mic. What do I know?
Okay.
If you're not into anything active, like you don't have to necessarily be a power lifter, but like play basketball or like go for a hike, just something like take care of yourself to some extent. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. No
I
problem.
guess I do know actually.
Popping. All right. Your name and age?
I'm Sammy. I'm 30.
Okay. Sammy, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm assuming you're gonna say this her weight, her size. That's the only thing I can think of.
You're beautiful. I think you have a great aesthetic.
Have you always noticed they always start off you're beautiful, but hey, I just think you're ugly. That's what I feel like they're saying.
And you have great energy. I do think you're a little bit all over the place for me. I think there's just a lot going on and pulling you in different directions. I would like my girl
Really?
to be a little bit more focused and centered in different ways. Also, like
Interesting.
I don't. One of the statements that you made, I didn't understand. You said you didn't want somebody to automatically like block you or and it's like, why are people blocking you? Like I don't know. Like so I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot for me personally. But I think you're gorgeous and I think you're great.
Hey, yo, that's hilarious. But at the same time, I do see where he's coming from. Okay. What he said is absolutely hilarious, but at the same time, I do see where he's coming from. Okay, look, have y'all ever been on a date and then y'all get the first date questions out the way? Hey, so what do you do for work? Hey, what do you like to do in your free time? Hey, do you have any deal breakers? You go through all the first date questions, and then you ask them. They come and they bring up some deal breakers, or talk about previous experiences, or they talk about previous dates, and then they talk about those previous experiences and situations. And then, have you ever noticed how they always, usually on the first date, usually first date, second date, they always bring up like prior situations, and there's always something like there's like a common denominator. There's always like a common theme. And then have you ever asked yourself, like, hold on, why are these dudes blocking you? Like, hold on, why are all these people going ghost on you? Like, what is it? Like, come on, like for real, what's going on? Like, oh, dang, you only date like your previous 8 dates, they were all crazy? Really? All of them are crazy? Really? I don't know. I do. But what he said is hilarious.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I don't really have a type though. I'm like more personality, but it's like I'm not unattracted to you.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. Thank
And
you.
I like the sunglasses.
Thank you.
Indoors is crazy, but I like the sun.
All right. Your name and age, and why did you end
Can't
up
catch a
popping your
break.
balloon?
My name is Walter, and I am 32. And I popped my balloon because I the whole outfit. I'm not feeling that jacket, and then the
This is my favorite jacket.
see, yeah, that's yeah. And then I kind of initially kind of
Wait,
like, why are people blocking you? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on for you to even make that statement?
Mhm.
So that must mean something's going on. And I do also think you're like great energy, but like more like jittery, like jitty, you know, and which is cool, but it just ain't for me. You know, I'm
I
like
mean,
more
I see
chill.
where they're coming from, though. I ain't gonna lie. I see where they're coming from.
So,
Oddly enough, I am very like all over the place. I have high energy. I love just talking, just like live, laugh, love, unironically,
Sure.
ironically enough. But I do tend to end up with guys who are more reserved and kind of like the opposite of me.
Mm,
I don't know, maybe I just like gravitate towards the balance, but I
mhm.
do understand why that would be the complete opposite of you and why that might not be like your vibe.
No, for sure. Yeah, you have great energy though and great smile. So
Thank
good luck
you.
for sure.
and then let's go down over here. Your name and age.
My name is Jay, and I'm 31.
All right. And Jay, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It was the tattoos on the hands. I mean, I can't bring.
These
that
are fire. You have lost your
home.
mind.
I just can't bring that
Oh,
home to my
dang.
mom.
Oh.
Can we like
Yeah.
pause?
I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have popped too.
Now they look good. I'm pretty sure they look
What are
good. It's just
they?
I just can't bring it home to my mom's.
That's
You know,
crazy.
So
They're my favorite. Oh my gosh, I love those tattoos. I actually got like to speak to me being all over the place. I got them impulsively
yeah,
all at once, and I just
yeah.
love.
Oh, so the first two guys were spot on. Oh gosh.
I was literally planning out what I
Look out.
wanted while they were
She's
actively
like, she's like, girl, what are you doing? Girl, what is you doing?
doing this because.
Wow.
But everything else look good on you. Everything else, your
Thank
smile,
you.
your eyes, your hair, you look
He's
good. I like your outfit.
you.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
And now is he someone that's your
Oh,
type?
this is the greatest episode ever.
I like probably not like off the bat, but I'm more of
Oh,
like a
man.
conversationalist.
Yeah.
Conversationalist, like so maybe. Like it's hard for me to say based. I don't judge people based off of like.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm really a personality girly.
For sure.
Personality.
To get a
girl,
pop back
okay.
here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Jesse. I'm 31. Well, like basically, like the last thing you said, I noticed you said like impulsively. So like, it made me think that you are a person that is very impulsive, and with that can because I used to be really impulsive,
Yeah.
and so that just is a plethora of things that could go wrong. You know,
I'm with him.
I don't want to say that's the reason you got maybe get blocked or maybe you might do something impulsive. Maybe I don't know, but yeah. And
with
I
him.
don't know in your tattoos I like them, but it's kind of giving me like I don't know. I feel like you're like really into. Are you into horoscopes?
I'm not like an astrology girly.
okay.
I know what
I was getting those vibes too. I ain't gonna lie.
you're thinking. I'm not. into
But
that,
anyways, but it was mainly just the impulse thing. You're beautiful. I wish I could like see more of like your physique. Because you say like powerlifter, so I'm assuming you got some like a nice physique, but I can't tell. Because the jacket is cool though. But yeah.
I'm with him.
Now is
I'm
he
with
someone
him.
that's your type? I know you're a conversation, but you know, if he approached you, is that something you would go for?
I wouldn't say no.
Okay,
That's good.
Yeah.
that's good. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
you're beautiful though. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. And we got one more down there. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Kevin. I'm 31 years old, and I popped because like your face card is super valid. It's just like not the fit, but the jacket. It's like I can't really see what you're working with, so it's
Exactly.
like I don't know.
Yeah.
And I kind of like my girl's like a little more like slim, you know what I'm saying? But you cute as hell though. But it's really just the jacket. It's
Yeah, I'm
like
with him on that.
I
You
mean
can't-
the fit is
you
cool,
can't-
but I don't know why you put that jacket on. Though. That was you shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have put that jacket on.
Okay, I'll tell you why I put the jacket on.
It's
One of
her
my
favorite
friends told me
jacket.
that I'm looking super pale right now.
Pale?
And they said that I need like a pop of color because if I wore all black, it would be like tragic. So
It's not even the color of the jacket. It's just like it's
that-
super
like,
big. It's
so
like a big
big.
ass jacket. Like
I'm into like more streetwear vibes. So like you probably wouldn't like my
I mean,
day-to-day outfit.
I mean that's cool, like on the day to day, but I don't know you, so I'm trying to get to know you. So I would want
you're
to see
trying to
what you.
get to know me by knowing what my body looks like.
I mean, of course.
Yes, I mean he's. What's a nicer way to say it? Yes, yes, yes. Would you? Okay. Is there anybody? Drop a comment if y'all would go on a date with someone and you had like no idea what their physique looked like no idea. I know they kind of have like a somewhat of a general idea, but she's wearing a big old jacket, and every girl out here usually comes in something form fitted, something where we can see curves or whatever the case is, but she's not showing anything, which means that we don't have any idea what she really looks like. Would anybody go on a date, even if it's a dude, would you go on a date and he's wearing a big old jacket, you had no idea what his physique looked like? Like, come on. Come on. The first two dudes were spot on. They were spot on.
I gotta be attracted to you initially, right?
If you had a balloon, I would.
Why? Because I want to see what your body look like.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
I'm saying, I mean, if I'm gonna be with somebody,
What? Oh my God.
I want to know what they look like, right?
I mean,
I
okay.
wouldn't wanna just-
So now,
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
is he someone that's your type?
And it's giving Kevin Gates a little bit.
Gates.
Yeah, a
My
little
name
bit.
is Kevin though.
Okay, period.
Hold on, Kevin Gates is
So
light skinned though.
Yeah, he's
Kevin
like,
Gates?
what is she
He's
talking
light-skinned.
about?
you like kind of resemble him a little bit.
He
It's on
got,
the
he
back.
got
I
curly
love his-
hair. Like I've never heard
sorry.
that. That's Kevin Gates.
What is she okay, what is she on? I don't think it's water and Sprite. What is she on? What is huh? This this nigga looks nothing like Kevin Gates. This nigga looks nothing like Kevin Gates. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? This nigga looks nothing like Kevin Gates. Does she know what Kevin Gates looks like? Does she have a neighbor named Kevin Gates and she thinks this nigga looks like her neighbor? What is she talking about?
This
I
is
didn't mean
insane.
it. Me.
No, I'm
like-
not taking offense, but it's just like it's like me calling you like you giving Kelly Rowland a little bit. It's like, huh? And it'd be like, what? You see what I'm saying?
No, but I hear you.
Yeah, they,
All right,
but
thank you.
you cool though. You cool though.
Okay, we've got two guys.
Now, the fact that they have the balloons unpopped, I have no idea. I have no idea why. I would have been popped.
Left.
I would've
Go
been
ahead
popped.
and ask them a question. We might as well stay over here. There's only these two.
Oh my God. This
What
goes
do you
Jen.
look for the most or value the most in a partner?
She is off the
Let's
chain.
start with him and go back.
She is
Your name and
absolutely off
age,
the chain.
and what do you value most or look for in a partner?
Kevin, 33. And what I'm looking most
Kevin
in a
Gates.
partner is communication. That's one thing that I learned. That's the foundation of any relationship, especially if it's long distance. At the end of the day, like if the communication is not there, I can see where a bunch of miscommunication,
He looked way more like Kevin Gates. Oh my
complications,
God.
anything
Okay,
along the
okay,
relationship
okay.
that can cause obstacles can come into play.
Gotta be kidding me.
So communication.
Okay. Name and age and answer to her question.
Franzi, 33. A woman who's I'm looking for a woman who knows what she wants. You know, she got something going for herself. What else?
Absolutely insane. Oh my gosh.
She's got emotional intelligence.
I'll be laughing about that for the rest of the
She
day.
knows what she wants. So that's pretty much it.
Did you say that twice?
Any other questions for the guys?
Yeah. What would you consider your biggest like opportunity for personal growth?
Mm,
That's a
okay.
good question.
Biggest opportunity for personal growth. Okay, so I got my career, and my aviation, and
That's a
I
good
got
question.
my business that's up and coming. My as far as that goes, I'm still learning, I'm still growing. I'm reading, so I'm still trying to grow as as life goes on. So if that answered your question.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm
No.
sorry. That was more about like your career, but like as a person, like as an
Yeah, I
individual.
figured it's huh?
I know that a lot of people value your career and blah 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 in like today's society, but like just generally as an individual, what do you think? Like
Things I can
does
work
that
on.
make yeah? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Things I can work on.
Yeah, which
I'd say
makes
better
sense.
communication.
Okay.
That's important. So I've had, some communication issues back then, and so I know that's important. So I like to, be stronger at communicating with my partner.
Okay. That answers it now?
Mhm.
Okay.
Good question. Oh, and that's a
What
good
about
answer.
over
That's a
here?
good answer.
I would have to say my
I'm-
faith in God. I don't know if you're a religious person or not.
I
Okay.
just got
but-
baptized a couple months ago.
All right, sweet. Congratulations. But I would say my faith because I had a traumatic experience about 2 years ago when my brother passed.
Oh wow.
Praying, and then a few months after that, my cousin passed, and
Oh wow.
so I didn't give
Wow.
up on God. But my faith did decrease. So that's something that I'm constantly working on now, as far as my prayer life. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. All right. Guys, any questions for her?
Hey man, I love that answer. Those
What
are
are some things
those
that
are pretty
What are some things that
tremendous
you
growth.
you like to growth?
Um, I think I could hone in. Oh, sorry. I think that I could hone in a bit more on kind of. I could have a better understanding of who I want to be and who I am.
Mhm.
Okay.
To their point, am very impulsive. Like I really enjoy living in the moment, and I really value that for like my history and my environment that I grew up in. I really value just like being comfortable and being who I am in the moment. But I do understand why a lot of people are kind of like taken back by that, because it's the opposite of what most people strive to be to some extent, right? But yeah, I at the end of the day, like I don't know, I work really hard to be a good person and maintain my values and my morals, and I'm like really major empath, so I like actually that's my other one. Like I am a little too understanding, because I can see I feel like I can see through people and understand like why they're acting the way they are. But my problem is I use it to justify their behavior rather than just understanding and saying that's not for me.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think that's
Any
good.
questions here?
Yeah. So when it comes to a long-term partnership, what are your key values?
Good question.
Definitely you have to be able to communicate. Like I'm a very anxious person just generally. Like I don't want to have to guess what you're feeling or guess what you're thinking. I would rather hear a hard truth than try to make something up in my own head and fill in the blanks. So I really value communication, maybe even over communication. I forgot what the question was halfway through that. What was it? One more time?
When it comes to a long-term
She okay?
partnership, what are your key values?
Okay, and then just kindness and maintaining your own person. I have dated some men who have kind of tried to morph into me and, like take on my values and take on my hobbies and my beliefs. And I want someone who is just comfortable in who they are, and we connect as separate individuals together. You know what I mean? And then outside of that, maybe just like, or aside from that, maybe just like faith, to your point, like I just got baptized. I'm really making strides in like my relationship with my God. And I also understand that everybody has a different God, right? Like even if we're in the same religion, everyone's understanding and interpretation is slightly different. And just like understanding that and valuing and appreciating someone's other version of faith. So
Okay. All right. So I do got to throw this question in there because something came up the last round. So are kids a deal breaker for you?
mm-mm.
No. Okay.
I don't have any, but
You don't have any. Okay. All right.
Okay, here we go.
You want? Okay, go
Here we
ahead. I
go.
think you should mention this.
how many? How many? Don't.
It's a limit a deal breaker.
Oh my God. If you gotta ask, how many baby moms? You gotta think about it?
No,
I'll throw up.
4.
Baby moms or kids?
Baby moms.
Yo, you see that?
The woman was too stunned to speak respectfully. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He looking for a 5th baby mama. What?
No,
I'm just kidding.
absolutely not. That was in my younger days. That's something that I can believe we can have a conversation on the side. But
How old are they? If that's
my oldest is 13. I got twin 7 years old. 6, 5, 4. 5 girls, 1 boy.
5 and 4 with 2 different people.
5 girls
Oh,
and 1 boy. So 4 women and children. The mother of my children.
okay.
Is that a deal breaker? I respected it so. But I like
Yeah,
it. I,
you're so
You're hesitating
sorry.
too long.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna give it to you,
Yeah,
Deposit.
go
I like
ahead.
I'm
your vibe.
literally so sorry.
No,
That sucks that like it's literally like past experiences that are,
understandable.
but like beautiful at the same time, you know?
Most definitely. I like everything about it. I like the tattoos. I don't know what my boy down
Crazy.
there was talking about, but
Crazy.
I like the tattoos.
You're just making up
I like the
excuses
fit.
back there.
I don't care what the body look like, but the face is there. So it is what it is. But thank you.
All right. Got our one last guy here. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Maybe. I don't do physical types.
I mean, based off of what you've heard from him so far, did you like what you
Oh
heard?
yeah, actually, you know what? The communication thing really took me out the game, because that's like my just knowing my personality. I would have about 5 different heart attacks trying to get you to communicate. If that's where you struggle, you can pop.
Yeah,
it. It's
but
fine. I won't be
I mean, that was my past.
Is he guarding the blue?
So, you know, I done grown past, you know,
He's
that
guarding the blue
issue
like a
that I had,
football.
you know,
Okay.
so I'm in a better place now.
He's like a
here.
running
Okay, I
back.
thought you were saying that that's something you're still like actively
No,
trying to figure out.
no. That's
Okay.
that's something in my past. So I'm in a much more better place now.
Okay, then yeah, why not? We can try it. You didn't like that response. I can tell you didn't like that response.
Okay, well,
All right. So I found some hesitation on her end.
Oh,
Do you feel like
God.
popping? Are you hanging on to
Oh
it?
gosh.
I mean, she cool.
Uh-huh.
You know,
my
I'm
God.
feeling her, but you know, there was a little hesitation on her end.
Yeah.
So you know, I don't want if somebody's into me, you know, they're gonna be into me. There's no hesitation. You know, they're gonna let it be known.
Mhm.
So it's just
Being a
somebody's not
little
for sure.
nitpicky. Because it seemed like she was all for it after she had issues with the communication. He cleared it up, and then she's like, "Oh, okay, cool, let's do it."
her about what she wants.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Go ahead. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's head on back.
At least I know my personality's the problem. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, that's all the
But you got a
balloons
good spirit
pop.
about
Thank
it.
you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for her, guys. I'll take the mic. Thank
You got a good
you.
spirit about it. Golly, that's